Hi guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Anil.
Some issues going on, Krishna. Yesterday, I log in my portal.
Okay.
Some problem is going on. Yesterday, 2 days back, I went in bank, mm, but there is they will log in e-commerce. After that, is not logging. And OTP also incoming in my mobile. They've not taken the OTP also.
Which account you
I don't know
created?
what. In SBI debit card, Visa ATM is there.
No. I'm not asking which account is a student account or it's a free account or what is that?
Free account.
Mm. What happens for
Free.
free account? You are not able to.
I also shared this WhatsApp also. It means check with your bank. Your bank would not authorize this payment method. Is like
Mm.
that. And OTP also come in my mobile.
Okay,
After
so
that, I
that's the
entered in
reason is
OTP.
international because Microsoft is international, right? The transactions are not allowed from your account, that particular card. That's the reason that you are unable to use it. That option need to be enabled on our card side.
Okay. Next, what will I do?
You need to contact your bank too, or if you have any mobile app to connect that account, you have an option to enable uh, international transactions option is there, will be there. You need
Okay.
to
Today,
you need to check that. For example, because if you why it is saying like that, once your account is created, right, the amount will be deducted from your that card, particular card, what is the card you given. So if that is not allowed any international transactions, Microsoft cannot deduct that amount from your account. Okay. So in the free account itself, it is asking to testing that it is card is correct or not. So that's the reason initially it will be deducted 2 rupees from your account and it will be reverse it once the account is created. Okay.
will go to the bank. Yes.
So that thing is not happened because that international transactions are not allowed in your card. You need to contact your customer care or you have a mobile app. You can connect and check. We have options to enable that.
Okay.
Check. Ajay is joined today. Okay. Give me 1 minute, guys. Ajay also join. Then we'll start. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts, guys? Till now, any involved topics?
No, no. As of now, it's clear.
Okay. Okay. My health is not that much good. But
ఇంకా తగ్గలేదా అన్న?
బాగా జలుబు చేసేసింది.
ఓకే.
దగ్గు వస్తుంది బాగా. అదే ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది చెప్పాలంటే. ప్లస్
లేకపోతే అడగండి అన్న. రేపు
పర్లేదు పర్లేదు కంటిన్యూ చేసేద్దాం, లేట్ అయిపోతుంది. Yeah. చెయ్. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. So last class we discussed about the Azure firewall. We are able to create multiple rules and how to create like a DNAT rules, application rules, network rules, and how we are going to allow the traffic or how to control the outbound traffic through the firewall. So we saw that, right? So how to route the traffic through the route table and how to control your outbound traffic. So by default, inbound traffic will be blocked if you as soon as you deploy your firewall, right? So, but outbound traffic, you have to explicitly route your traffic through firewall. Then only it will control it. Okay. So we saw that, right? We are what are the outbound traffic, like what are websites you are connecting. You can able to manage what is the specific servers you are able to connect. Anything can do that. Okay, with the help of firewalls. Okay. Hi Ajay. Hi Ajay. Good morning.
Hi Krishna, good morning. Hi everyone.
Yeah. Today we are going to discuss about the connectivity from on-prem. How you are going to connect our network, which are in cloud. Okay. So what are the different type of connectivities we have it, and what is the difference between that, and what are the things we need to do to connect this our on-prem connectivity to cloud. So we know that, right? What is on-prem?
Yes, sir.
What is on-premises? What is the meaning of on-premises?
The particular company, they are having it means their own servers or the own database, data centers.
Exactly. Own data centers. They have their own data center. Okay. Own data center. This we can call as on-prem. Okay. So cloud is we don't have our own data centers, right? They have only cloud. So this is the we can call as Azure cloud as a whole. Any cloud is the same process. Okay. So here, so here, guys, um, we have some customers what they're going to do, like they want to utilize the services from on-premises and utilize the services from cloud also. So they have some servers in their own data center network. The same way they're going to use some servers or services like storage or databases, whatever it is. They're going to use from the cloud. So they're hosting their in this network. They have some servers here. So in the servers, they have some applications are installed in these particular servers. The same way they have some servers are there, some services are there. They are installing some applications are here, or some services are here and there in the cloud network. Okay. So they want to connect, for example, so the person who are connecting to this particular server, they want to connect, the same guy can connect to the cloud server also. So this is completely different one. This is completely different setup. So how we are going to establish a connection between these two? What are the ways we have it? Okay. So what are the components are required to establish a communication between these two networks? So previously we saw that what is a peering? What is the meaning of peering? Do you guys remember?
Yes, and without doing port openings, like pairing the requirements, it will help to communicate both servers inside the means two virtual networks
Uh, so where these virtual networks are?
on cloud only.
Both are in cloud. Both are in Azure cloud only. This network to this network, we are creating a pairing. So you want to establish the communication between two virtual networks within the Azure cloud. So we are using pairing. But here, this is different. This network in on-premises data center, this network in cloud. So how we are going to communicate? So this type of setup we can call as hybrid deployment, hybrid model. We can call it as hybrid deployment model. Okay. So this hybrid model they have set up in on-premises, the same way they have set up in cloud. So they usually connected from their on-premises server to the cloud server, or the cloud servers are connected to the on-premises servers. So the connection will be established between this. Okay. For example, this scenario we have it. we have some migrations, for example. So they want to migrate some servers from here to here. Okay. So that time also we required some connection between these two. Okay. So how these things are happened? What are the services available in cloud to establish a connection between these two different networks and different locations? So you can connect over, even though, so you have multiple offices. For example, when a customer have multiple data centers, they have centers in all over the world or something like that. They have a branch in US, they have branch in Australia, they have branch in UK. Still, you are able to connect the same network. Okay, so they have multiple data centers, each location. Okay, so all this data center network is connected to this network. You can do that. Okay, so how these things are happened, we can see. There are three types of options available. That is point to site, site to site, express route. There are three options available to establish a connection from your on-premises to cloud network. So these things are important when you have a hybrid deployment or you want to migrate something from your on-prem to cloud. So some connection should be there. Okay. So what is the difference between these three? Okay. We need to understand. So first we are going to discuss about the point to site. So what is the meaning of point to site? For example, I have a data center here, have some servers. For example, I have 100 servers in on-premises. So I want to connect only 10 servers to connect to one of the, in cloud servers I want to connect. Not all servers are connected to your cloud servers. Only out of 100, only 10 servers or 15 servers I want to connect it to cloud server. So in that scenarios, you can go with the point to site model. So second option is I want to connect all the servers are from on-premises servers are connected to cloud. Cloud servers are connected to on-premises. So that scenario, you can go with either site to site or express route. So what is the difference between these two? So entire data center is able to connect to our cloud network. The required site to site or express route. These two options are required if you want to connect your entire data center to your cloud network. Only few servers are required to connect to the cloud, then point to site. This topic is clear up to here. Any doubts? What is point to site and site to site and express route? What is the purpose of that? Everyone? Okay. So how this setup is work? So here you can see so in cloud network, anyway, we are able to connect from cloud to cloud. We can able to connect through the VPN. But on premises, you can see from on premises site to connect to your virtual network, the site-to-site VPN is required, or only few of the servers are trying to connect to the cloud network, only the point-to-site is required. Okay, so I discussed about the express route also. So what is the difference in between these two? So site-to-site is like, for example, the connection. For example, the server is trying to connect it to the server. So how the request will travel? Through internet. The request will travel through the internet. Okay. The site-to-site connection, the data will travel, the request will travel through the internet. But express route is a dedicated line. So if you go with the express route as a service connection between your on-premises to cloud, what they will do, they will provide a dedicated line for you from your on-premises data center to cloud data center. Okay, it's a dedicated line will be there. So data will travel through this particular line only. That is called express route. So it is exclusively for you only. Clear? So this express route is very costly and very speed. The high speed we have it. So because this line only what company can use it. No one else can use this network, this particular line. Okay. But site to site, it's a common. It is going to through internet and reach it to here. So definitely speed will be reduced. So obviously cost also less compared to express route. In real-time scenarios, you can, if you have any huge migrations or anything like that, definitely we'll go with the express route, and we can able to use site to site or both, or we can able to establish, or otherwise you can go with the express route. If he has a huge data I want to migrate, huge servers you want to migrate, anything like that. Okay, so you can go with the express route. Otherwise, you have a site to site connection. So we need to understand how this setup is all established. Okay, but the purpose is site to site is express route. Both are doing the same. On-premises data center connected to your cloud network. Here also same. But only the difference, data travel through internet. Here data travel dedicated line. Okay. So that is the major difference in between that. So this is less expensive. It is expensive. Less speed compared to express route. High speed. Okay. It is very costly, but high speed. Less cost, low speed. Okay. Is it clear, guys? What is the purpose of these things? Then we'll see how this setup is required. We'll discuss. Any doubts till now?
No, no.
Okay. Anil, Ajay, any doubts?
No.
No. Okay. Now let's go with the what is the important components. We'll discuss point to site later. We'll discuss site to site first. Okay. Then we'll discuss about the express route. Once this is complete, then we can discuss with this one. Okay. Okay. What is site to site how to this setup is can work in cloud, how this is required. Okay. For example, this is on my on-prem data center. On-prem data center. This is a cloud network. This is called our VNet. Okay. So how we are going to connect this one? What are the components are required to set up your site-to-site VPN connection? So here, some components are involved to establish a connection between on-premises to cloud. So what are the components? I will tell you. So on-prem side, physical router or virtual router. This is required. Public IP, network address range. These 3 points are required from your on-premises side. Okay. We'll discuss one by one. Okay. Don't worry about that. So in cloud side, what are the components are involved? Network VNet address space, public IP, VPN gateway, local gateway, mm, connections. So in order to start our established site-to-site connection, These are the components are required from on-premises side. These are the components are involved in cloud side. Okay. How this is matching? What are the components are connected to what? What are the importance of each and every component we need to understand. Okay. The first point, physical router or virtual router. Okay. For example, you have a network. So definitely you want to, your traffic is, so your on-premises also we have a network. So what is the default funda in a network? You want to go out anything from your network, what is required? Public IP is required.
Yes, sir.
If you want to connect the internet, you want to go out your request from your data center network. So some device should have a public IP. So some should have a some particular router. Maybe you may heard about the Cisco routers or different type of routers are available in the market. What exactly the routers are doing? The network. These routers are routing your traffic to internet or receiving the traffic from the internet. Okay. So on premises, these routers are playing a key role to try to push any request go through your any request go through the, we have a firewall before that, and a firewall will allow the traffic. That request will go to the router, will connect it to your network, and a router will receive it. Just like I told you that in a VPN, in our house also we have a router. What is the router is in, if you have internet connection, you have a router, right? What is the router is doing? Router will help to connect to the internet, and router will help to receive the internet connection and to send it to the backend. Is it correct only? Any confusion?
Yes.
The same way in a data center also doing the same thing. So we have a routers. Okay. This router is able to, what you have network here in our data center. So we have bunch of servers or services, whatever it is, everything. Okay. So these servers have only private IPs. So you, if you want to connect internet, you cannot directly connect the internet from here. It is not possible. The request will go through the router. The router will connect to the internet and get the data, and the request will come to reach to a router only. Because router has a public IP. Clear? So this router will have a, have a capability to receive a request from your servers and connect to the internet and come back. Okay. So this router is mandatory. So even though there is no side-to-side connection or nothing like that, the router will be there to connect your, to expose your servers to the internet and connect something in the internet. You have a router. Okay. So here, network address range. So definitely this particular network have some address range, like maybe 10.0.0.0/60. Some network, this particular network is created in our on-premises that should have some address space. Okay. So this address space is this one, address range. That is 10.0.0.60. Okay. So we understood this one. So what are these components in a cloud side? So definitely VNet address space means your virtual network, we have some address space. For example, 172.168.1.1 1 dot or 0.0/16. This is the address space of my cloud virtual network. Okay, so now we are going to connect these two. So it is required a public IP. So whatever the servers you have in this particular network, so definitely not connected to internet because it is a network. So all have a private IPs. So how this request to reach to the internet? So we should have some device here for this particular network. What is this device? VPN gateway. So definitely it is trying to connect internet. So obviously what should is required? Public IP, right?
Yes.
Without public IP, it cannot connect to internet. So this device has a public IP. Okay. This is the VPN gateway here. Okay. So what is the local gateway and connections we will discuss later. So here I want to connect to internet between these two. So this router send a request. Okay, for example, I have server here that will come out through the router. Okay, that request I want to go to this VPN gateway. Through this VPN gateway, I want to connect this server. So how this router can understand where I supposed to send? How this VPN gateway understand? Okay, we need to allow this traffic which come from this particular router. So for that, we need to understand, like, this router should know this VPN gateway information. This VPN gateway should know this router information. Otherwise, we don't know, right? We cannot establish a connection. For example, you have two persons are there, okay, to talk to each other. What is required? We should know each other, right? You know this guy, who is this guy? Okay, this guy should know who is this guy. The same way, this guy should know who is this guy. Then only we can establish a connection. Otherwise, we cannot establish. So you should know each other, then only you can communicate. Otherwise, we cannot do it. So how this information can be updated? That is important here. Okay. So here, in this network, we have local gateways. Okay. So local gateway have information about this server, this particular router information, then stored here in this local gateway. This local gateway connected to the VPN gateway. Okay. So for example, this is your on-premises. We have router here. So this is cloud network. So we have a VPN gateway here. Okay. So we know that through the router, the request will go out. The VPN gateway will receive the internet connection. So how do you know each other? So we have a local gateway. Local gateway have information about this router information. What is this router information? This router public IP. This router address space, this network address space. Okay, this is 10.0.0.0/16. Okay. For example, this router have a public IP called 20.128.41.5. Okay. So these two information stored in this particular local gateway, the public IP of your router and this address space stored into this local gateway. This local gateway connected to VPN gateway. So now the VPN gateway aware of it. What is the IP address range and public IP from where I'm going to receive a request? Okay, I receive a request from this particular IP. Okay, then I can allow it. Okay, so how this particular public IP known by VPN through the local gateway. So why this is local gateway is required, we'll discuss. Okay, so we can directly update the public IP here itself. We can do it, right? So why these local gateways are playing a key role here, we'll discuss later. Okay, as of now, we have a local gateway. It will store the information about your on-premises data center information. Is it clear? Any confusion here? Do you want me to repeat? Because this is a little bit tricky, guys. It is not easy, not possible to understand in a one shot. I know that, but this is very important to understand how the connectivity happened. So it is so simple if you understand clearly. Any confusion you want to repeat, I will discuss. I will repeat, no issue at all. Tell me.
Clear.
Ajay, Anil, maybe Manikanda can understand because he's working on that side. I can understand, but you guys is not possible that much easy to understand. మీకు ఏమైనా అర్థమైందా కొంతవరకు?
Yeah, it's clear.
మీకు కూడా అర్థమైందా?
Yeah.
ఓకే ఓకే. అనిల్ ఏమైనా అర్థమైందా? Do you understand anything, Anil?
Some understand, little bit.
Little bit understand. Okay. It's a simple, Anil, actually. But first you need to know that what are the components and where it is using and where exactly you are going to use it. That is important here. Okay. So let me draw a diagram here now. Okay. Let me diagram first. Run dot 0.0.0/16. This is the cloud network, like 172.168.0.0/16. Okay. VPN gateway. This is your local gateway. Okay. This is our router. Okay. This router have a public IP. That is like 20.142.10.44, something like that. This VPN gateway also public IP. Maybe 155 dot 121 dot 55 dot 0. Okay. So this is the setup. Okay. So here now we have, this is an on-premises network. This is cloud network. So you want to connect these two. So how these networks are connected each other? So this network should have a router. This network should have a VPN gateway. So this router have a public IP. This VPN gateway also have a public IP. Okay. So how you are going to communicate each other? Both are communicate each other through internet. Okay. Internet only they are going to communicate. So how do you know each other? This information important. So this public IP and address space stored here. And this is connected to here. So now if this information, now the VPN gateway know that, right? What is which router the request may receive it or not? Yes or no? This local gateway have the information about this router. This is the address. This is the, you can call as name of your address, router. You have the name and where you are coming from. So that information will be there in the local. So I informed to this guy, okay, this person name is this one. This he came from location. So this guy know that, right? Who is this? This guy? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, right? Because I know his name. I know where he's coming from. So that information is informed to this guy, local gateway. This guy is informed to this guy. Okay. Some of the person is, his name is Srinivas. He's come from Vijayawada. Okay. That information he knows that through local gateway. This guy. Okay. So now this guy should know whom to contact. So this guy should know about this VPN gateway information. So this information we are going to store here in this router. Okay, VPN gateway IP address we need to store like 155 dot. This IP address can stored here, and this address range also stored in our router. So router should know whom to contact. VPN gateway know from where the information come from. Both are exchanged. This IP address space stored through local gateway to VPN gateway. The VPN gateway information can stored in this router. So now the information is exchanged. Whom to contact, where to contact, everything information. So this guy knows that who is going to come and contact me. This guy knows that whom to contact. అర్థమైందా ఇద్దరికి? సో ఎవరితో మాట్లాడాలని వీడికి తెలుస్తుంది, ఎవడొచ్చి మాట్లాడతాడో వీడికి తెలుస్తుంది. ఎలా? మనకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ద్వారా తెలుస్తుంది. సో వీడి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇక్కడ లోకల్ గేట్వేలో ఇస్తాం. సో అప్పుడు వీడికి ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తెలిసిపోతుంది. వీడి ఐపీ అడ్రస్ పెంచి ఇక్కడ రౌటర్లో పెడతాం. సో ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఈ రెండింటికి ఒక అండర్స్టాండింగ్ వచ్చేసింది. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ ఆర్ నాట్? ఎనీ కన్ఫ్యూజన్? Clear, right? So as soon as you done this, you will get some connection in between these two. Okay. So as soon as the request is come out from the router, that request will come to here. The router can know that, okay, this guy I know. Okay, allow this guy and allow to connect this service. The same way, if this request is go out from the VPN gateway, it will reach here and it is allowed to connection. So many steps are there, like the authentication, blah blah, some information will be there. Small steps are there. We need to understand. Okay, we have a information. What are the prerequisites? Is there any prerequisites are there to before doing this setup? Yes. What are these prerequisites? Very important is address space cannot be same or overlapped. 99% every interview they will ask this question. Scenario based questions. Need to understand this. Okay, because they are the people. See, this is the default for everyone. This address space cannot be the same or cannot be overlapped. Then only you can establish a connection, otherwise it will be failed. Why this is important? Any idea?
Because same address we cannot communicate.
If you have same address space, what will happen? This server also get the same IP addresses. For example, 10.0.0.4. Here also we have a 10.0.0.4. If you have same IP address, how will you communicate? It's not possible, right? This is the default prerequisite. To any network, even it is in cloud to cloud, or cloud to on-premises, or one cloud to other cloud, anything, if you want to establish a connection between two networks, address space cannot be the same or overlapped. This is the default one that we need to remember. Okay, guys? Okay. So tomorrow, we'll discuss more about this. maybe practical is maybe not possible, but because we don't have on-premises setup and all. So I will check is there any possibility to do that, but it's a big process. We need to do all these things, but let's see if possible. I will do that. Otherwise, only theoretical part we can cover it in this particular course. But it is very important to understand because networking is playing a very key role. If you go as an admin or whoever it is, anywhere, you even in future, if you go as an architect, network is a part of your cloud or on anywhere. Like you're on working in on-premises or working in a cloud. Network concepts are very, very important. Okay, rest are very easy. We can do that, but network, if you're very good in network, you can you can play around. Okay, so it is not that much
Okay.
easy to understand is, but if you understand and try to implement in better way, this is very good. Okay, we'll discuss more about this tomorrow, guys. Okay, we'll
Okay.
continue.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye for today.
Thank you.